Here we go. Pretty much match point right now for Sheth. It is 2-1 in his favor. Minigun choosing Shakira's Plateau, so this is going to be a PVZ. And Minigun's going to have to fight to stay alive in this best of 5.
Okay, so top right, we are going to have ROOTMinigun as our teal Protoss. And it's going to be cross positions with the bottom left is FXOSheth. He's our purple Zerg. Please do a fast expansion. Please do it, Sheth.
He won't do it. And he'd be really happy to know after he scouts that Minigun is really far away. But then again, on Shakira's, there's so many places to hide your pylon, so you can actually proxy and just warp your units in really quickly. I mean, I've seen like a lot of Toss go for 4 gate in this map once they find out that it's cross position. But similarly, they also have gone for 3 gateway fast expand. 1 second, please.
I would really like to see Minigun do something kind of weird here. Like you said, it's impossible for the Zerg to scout all the different places where proxy pylons can go up here. And this map is so strong for ZVP, especially in these positions.
Yep. Apparently Sheth taking care of some friend thing here, and his Minigun just continues to chrono boost out probes. Sheth, pretty close to that 14 pull timing. We'll see if he does that again this map. Minigun already scouting really quickly though.
Are we taking bets on the
Do it,
14
Sheth.
pull? Are we taking bets? Uh-oh.
Do it, Sheth.
Uh-oh.
Don't think he is. Looks
Wow.
like he's got plenty of money. So maybe going for hatch first here.
Oh, wow. Never would have expected it.
And the funny thing is that Minigun's actually going to be here to block it if he actually wanted to. He's going to see this drone moving out.
He's not going to do it. He never
Nope.
blocks the expansion. I don't know why. It kills me.
He's like, I'm Minigun. I don't need to block your expansion.
Maybe. I feel better about that if he wasn't 1-2 in the series right now. So
That's a good point. So Sheth's going to go throw down that pull afterwards. Not getting the gas quite yet, so this is going to let him get 2 queens quickly. Not sure what Minigun is planning for this map. I mean, he did choose it. Maybe he's thinking of going Phoenixes again, because Phoenixes are good on here. It is a longer distance. You don't really have to worry about too much aggression. You can pretty easily take a second base. It's a ramp defending there, so...
They put like a Stargate here. Normally they try to hide a pylon and a Stargate over there, or double Stargate, and they just like chrono out massive amounts of Phoenixes. Like the other day I was casting on EU server, and this guy, he chrono out like 8 Phoenixes, and the Zerg player was just like, okay, GG.
yeah, again, I mean the proxy positions on here are pretty strong. Actually, Minigun's what do you call them? The Blink Stalker build is actually really effective here too. These cliffs are really nice for blinking up and down. I mean, you can even blink up and down throughout the main. You can run into the main, snipe an Overlord, blink down quite a bit of ground too. Makes it pretty hard for links to cover. Although the Spine Crawlers do cover the entrance here a lot more nicely than in Xel'Naga Caverns.
Yep. Sheth going for that spine crawler. Going to be droning up as well. Minigun, going Stargate here. So we may see those Phoenixes. Like you said, it is a long distance map, and so those quick Phoenixes can do a lot of damage with actually being able to get back, and it lengthens that counterattack timing where the Zerg can try to force you back into your base.
Right now, Sheth was trying to go in for a scout, but we do have a Stalker and a Zell, and he's just heading back right now. Should be controlling those Xel'Nagas, but I guess doesn't have enough lings to safely hold those quite yet. That is one great thing about Zerg here is it's really easy to hold those Xel'Naga towers since you're so mobile. You can quickly snipe any units that do try to hold those and hold it for yourself. Minigun's going to go for Void Rays first.
Interesting. Well, he can also like charge out on the back rocks, which is why Void Ray is also good in this map because you can charge before you come into the Zerg space. It's quite bad as a Zerg actually. Whenever I see like the Void Ray over there charging on the rocks, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah,
He's gonna come in like one zap all my drones to death.
Yeah, especially if he's not ready for it. If Minigun walks in and it looks like he's getting a second Void too, if he waits to send it in until he's got 2 Voids and charges up on those back rocks, he can do a lot of damage to this main base here.
Yep. So we do see him chrono boosting out that second Void Ray. Is running off of still only one gateway, so not going to be able to reinforce it with any kind of like 3-gate Void Ray push or anything like that we usually see against some Terrans in the GSL or something like that. So probably just going to do a little bit of harass. He's getting a sentry out, so probably actually going to expand off of this.
Mini needs to
I
be,
think is a great idea.
look at all these links out here from Sheth. Mini needs to be really careful.
Well, if he actually goes for Void Ray, he has to push though. He can't just sit and just expand. Since he go for Void Ray, he's definitely going to harass. He's gonna be able to defend this. I mean, he's gonna be able to take down this expansion and deny it. But here comes the Void Ray.
And he actually might be looking to push on both fronts here. We do see one of the Void Rays looks like heading towards the back and one heading towards the natural right now. It is taking out a couple drones, but there are 2 queens there, and Minigun's going to have to retreat it. Sport Crawler already going down, and Minigun needs to be careful with that, losing a lot of energy there. And not actually charging up on those back rocks just yet. The Void Ray is just hanging above there.
Oh, there he goes,
There
finally
he
going to do
goes.
it. And Sheth did get his lair. I'm curious if he's just going to blindly go into... No, he's going to throw down a Spire. I thought he was going to go Hydras again. So, Mutalisks might be a good option here, as long as he doesn't go too heavy on the Phoenixes.
Look at the charge Void Ray.
Yeah, he's just destroying these drones.
4 queens.
4 queens. That's enough to push it away.
Get off my base.
Minigun's
Sheth's got to be
having
careful with those queens.
a little bit
there
of
are those 2 Void Rays.
a little bit of control issues here. That second Void Ray should have been in there as soon as the other ones were attacking too. Not entirely sure he's going to do much damage here. He also lost a lot of health. It's down to 70 HP when really there was no reason to lose anything, and he might lose it here if he's not careful.
Ooh, so close. Yeah, these 4 queens from Sheth with that creep spread as well. Just doing a really nice job. Void Ray is 2 Void Rays in the back, actually going to charge up here. Going to pick off an Overlord. And Minigun did put that expansion down, does have a couple more gates going down, and sentries there to block the ramp. Should all these Lings decide to counterattack.
I don't like.
Minigun has 4 Void Rays, but they're not staying together. I think he'd be able to take down the queens if he just sniped them really quick with his full force.
Yeah, now he's gonna go for Muta, which is really good because Muta does have mobility, so he's gonna be able to harass the probe line of Minigun really well. But the thing is, he has to catch the Void Ray and, you know, kind of waste Minigun's investment in Void Rays because Void Rays are pretty expensive. I mean, they are 250 minerals and 150 gas.
That's correct.
I don't like
So-
like Sheth's Spire positioning there. I think if he would have hit that in the back, it would have encouraged Minigun to harass more, and these mutas could have actually sniped those Void Rays instead of letting him just fly away.
Yep, he does have Phoenixes out though, so does scout that Spire pretty easily. Maybe switching into a lot of Phoenixes to hold this off, but also scouts this 3rd base going up for Sheth. So Sheth going to be able to harass, keep Minigun in his base, and use that 3rd expansion to really get a nice economic lead. And here comes the mutas into the main, and there is no defense here, so Minigun has to run those probes, trying to get his units back in time. He needs to be careful though. I think he is walled off in the front though, so that should prevent any kind of Ling run by.
If he actually sees that Minigun doesn't have that much Stalker, he's backing off, but he would have been able to actually take down this force pretty easily and kite the Void Rays. But now a cannon is going down, so he won't be able to harass with the Muta anymore. But let's hope he is able to deny the cannons, which he is just taking down a pylon at the back door at the moment. And looking at the army tab, he is actually having a Hydra Den almost up, so we might see like a Hydra Muta push, and that would be really interesting to see.
I'd be
Yeah, he's still going just for Mutalisks. He's getting his flyer attacks, which is definitely going to help versus this. But Minigun just chrono boosting out those Phoenixes. I mean, he must have listened to us the other day because he's actually not high on chrono boost. He's using it very well this game. Even double producing these Phoenixes, as he does have that 2nd Stargate up at the expansion.
Yep, I think that's a really good idea as long as you get your Colossi out in time. Those double produced Phoenixes really do a good job of protecting those Colossi and really waste that really heavy investment into Mutalisks.
Well, Sheth managed to take down one of the Phoenixes, but not going to matter because there's still 4 Void Rays, 4 Phoenixes moving up. Although he's getting a little ahead of himself with those Phoenixes, loses another one. But 8 mutas left, 25 lings out, and the harvester count right now in Sheth's favor, 69-52.
If you actually look at the harvester's count, we have, yeah, like you just said, and he needs more hydras. Once he has more hydras, he can actually push this. Hopefully he goes before Colossus are up, but looking at Minigun's build order, he doesn't seem to be going for Colo for this round, and he's actually upgrading Protoss air weapon 1, so he's going for some airplay here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how well this works. He's gonna break down those back rocks to the 12 o'clock expansion. So if he does have a 3-base air push, it might be okay. We've seen actually carriers used pretty well sometimes, but Sheth is grabbing that bottom right-hand expansion as well as the natural in the top left. So he's gonna be going up to 5 bases